guys, welcome back to another episode about Germany. If you saw my other video and maybe I was the same way, it's because I want to, right now I'm quite busy, so I'm finding time to also put some videos for you guys. So don't mind the way I look. I know I look in another video the same way, eh? So let's get on to the video, guys. Today we are going to be talking about some of the things I actually wish I knew before giving birth in Germany, and they are quite, I've mixed them in the positivity and maybe negativity, but negativity is not so much, it's a slight negativity. Okay, so one thing that I wish I knew that actually doctors can actually be trusted here in Germany, and I will not be worried when I'm going to give birth about my child. Okay, so let me tell you guys, you can actually trust doctors here in Germany. I don't know how your experience is. So guys, first of all, note to that, I am talking out of my own experience. Everybody has their own experience and I respect them, so respect mine. And from that, kindly only write civil comments. Let's be civil here, okay? No insults. If there is a point of correction, I'm open to correction anytime, any day, okay? So if you're a new viewer and if you're a new subscriber, I want to welcome you officially to my YouTube channel. And as I always say, this is the place to be. So sit back and enjoy this video, okay? So I can actually trust, I never knew that I could actually trust doctors here in Germany, like completely trust them. This is coming back from the fact that I come from Kenya, as you all know. So we have had so many cases. Kenyans, don't come at me, but it's the reality. We've had so many cases of children being switched for dead children. You give birth to a healthy child, you even hear the baby crying, and then you end up being told that your child died for the reasons that maybe that doctor had received money from someone who really is desperate for a child, and they really don't mind your own emotions or such kind of stuff. So these cases have happened in Kenya, and I'm not sure if they're still happening because right now I'm not staying there. But out of those cases that I've experienced while I was there and still here, hearing a lot of news, so I never used to trust the doctors here so much. Okay, I used to have the doubts. Even when I was pregnant, I was thinking, hey, my baby, who will take care of my baby when I'm in hospital and all that. But let me tell you, here you can trust your doctors. They are so honest. Your child, actually, when you're giving birth, immediately you give birth to your child, they give you your child, you hold your child for a bit, and where your child is being cleaned, you can actually see where your child is being cleaned. You can see when they are being given the armband, and immediately after they finish cleaning your child, you're given your child. That is, I'm talking out of giving birth in the normal way. I don't know what happens when you're giving birth in the C-section way, okay? So yeah, you can actually trust your the doctors here when you're giving birth, okay? So something else that quite surprised me, but that you're supposed to bring snacks before delivery and after delivery. In both my deliveries, I was not prepared for any, so I ended up going to hospital without having any snack. And let me tell you, what you eat in the hospital, especially at night, you know, that's the German culture. They take a lot of bread, eggs, and either tea or milk. Okay, so you maybe the hospital, you're getting only 2 slices of bread and such kind of stuff. So you'll not be so full the way you will want to be full, okay? So that was quite a bit on the down low for me because during my first pregnancy, one day I'll talk about it, I labored for long, for a few days. So During this time, the first and second day, I was not able to get any snacks, but after that, I was able to get snacks. So first, I never knew that I'm supposed to bring any snacks. Okay, but that yeah, I never knew I'm required to bring snacks. In Kenya, I never knew about that too, because actually my first baby, I've given birth to my first baby here in Germany. Okay, all my babies. So yeah, so apart from that, another thing that I never knew while giving birth here in Germany, I never knew that there are different kinds of ways they can help you to manage your pain. Okay, I never knew that. I actually saw that here. What my mom told me when what happens in certain, I was about to name that hospital in Kenya, in particular hospitals in Kenya, is that the way people are being left there to give birth, and you experience a lot of pain. They will not give you any pain medication. The nurses don't have time for you. The doctors are only, they're not even usually there. They only come there when they hear maybe the baby is coming at that particular moment. So that is quite something that was the kind of mentality I thought I was going to find here, but I knew here it might be a little bit better, but I never knew it was going to be this so good. Because actually when I was experiencing pain, there was this, I don't know if you are a doctor and you're watching this, I don't know what they call it or what those machines are. First of all, the nurses were so good. Kudos to all the nurses. Just in case you see me, I don't know if you can remember this face, but they really helped me a lot in the delivery. They were trying, telling me try and squat. There's this ball that you're told to try and sit, try and relax, and all that. And I know some hospitals also do that in different countries. They also give me, there was a mask they were giving me, and there was something like a gas inside it. So it was so big. So they were telling me try and inhale and exhale. I don't know what that does, but when I used to do that, I was feeling like the pain was going. It was relaxing, and when I stopped, and then it was coming back again. So I used to use that for that moment. In my first pregnancy, I used that, and actually I was given during my second pregnancy in another hospital. So I don't know if that thing usually has gas inside, or what is it for, or it is just to help to reduce the pain. I don't know. Yeah. And also I was being requested, I can also go and sit in warm water. I can also, that helps also a little bit, but I just opted no, because I was also scared maybe the baby might drown and all that. Yeah, just silly stuff going on in my head. So yeah, I never knew concerning that. So another thing that I was quite surprised, and something that I did not know, is that I never knew that in my delivery, okay, after you deliver and before you deliver, the ward that you're taken to stay the room, I never knew that we could be so few people, because in my room we were actually two, and in my first pregnancy we were two. But after the lady who gave birth, I found her that she had stayed there 2 days, and then when I was coming, it was actually the last day, and then the next day she was supposed to leave. So I never knew that German hospitals, there can be only a maximum of 3 people in a room. That's the far that I've seen in hospitals. That's the far. I don't know if there are more than that, but they are not as much as how we are in Kenya. No, you can find a deliver after a room having up to 10 people, and it is so squeezed. There are hospitals that where people are also seated on the floors, and there are women in labor. Let me tell you, it's so bad. So I never knew it could be so good. So that is something that I've never even dreamt of. Yeah, I never thought. I knew, okay, yeah, it will be so different, but so different and so good. I never thought about it. Okay, as I've said before, I'm only talking out of my own experience and out of where I come from originally. Okay, so don't judge me, don't come at me in a bad way. Okay, something else that I never knew is that I'm required to pay for Wi-Fi. That's usually an extra fee. If you want to have internet, you have to pay for it. So I never knew that. And at some point, I also never knew this. When I was required to call, it's a time when my baby was sick and we stayed in hospital for some time. I never knew that also I needed to pay the phone for the phone. But there was a very kind nurse. She came to me. She told me, you know what, you really need to call somebody because you're all alone and you're going through this with your child. Can you actually call the father of the child? So I told her I forgot my phone because it was an emergency, and in that process your head is just like, I want my baby to be well. So we just rushed to the hospital and all that. So she told me, I understand that you don't have a phone. That's why I came, because I saw that you called nobody, and I see you're so weak to go through this alone. That's why I came to ask you. Actually, the nurse was concerned why nobody was there with me. So I told her I forgot my phone in the process, and she told me, normally you're supposed to pay, but I'm going to bring you the one that we use. So she talked to the other nurses and she brought for me the phone. She told me they have decided that you can call anytime until when you will get your phone, and then you can give us back our phone. I was like, huh? Was like so good. That's why I said the doctors, the nurses, I never knew they could be so nice. Even during delivery, I felt like they were soothing me. There's even a nurse who told me that, not a nurse, a midwife, yeah. She even told me, and she was so young. She told me, I've given birth to 3 kids, and I know the pain that you're feeling. So this will be over soon, and all that. So she was giving me a lot of strength. Okay, so yeah. So another thing, now this one is quite different. Nothing emotional there attached. I never knew that immediately after you give birth, hey, the first letter, the first letter that you will get, it's not even a letter of congratulation. Okay, there will be a congratulation letter from the start, from the city where you're staying, or from the town where you're staying, welcoming your baby to that town where you're registered. But let me tell you, before that comes, the first thing that comes is usually the tax ID of your child. You might imagine your child is barely a week old. Already Asha told me her tax number. She or he has already gotten a tax number to pay tax, and is not even close to working. Hey, Germans and taxes. You go finish us. So until the next time, guys, it's a bye bye from me.